Hi all, welcome to my new video where I'll be driving the Ford Fiesta WRC car at Yumbel in Chile. I'll be commentating my run, and at the end you'll see my setup and I'll be explaining that as well. Hope you enjoy the video. So at the start, if you do it right, you can actually go before the first sign. It's like 0.4 of a second after the when he says 1. Yeah, here I'm just using third gear. Obviously this part you practice the most and you go for a world record run because it's the first part. You'll see that here I'll be using my handbrake, and that was actually not very clean. Could have gained some time there actually. Also the next section I'll be using my handbrake with light taps. Just the hairpins where I hold the handbrake most. Yeah, so here as well was a bit more of a tap, and this very light tap to get on the throttle as soon as possible. Here also at the very end of the turn you tap the handbrake. Yes, this is an early braking because the exit here is very important, otherwise you get on the left. And the hairpin here is also very important, of course. You need to brake early and use the handbrake very tight. Same for this one, you want to keep the minimum speed as high as possible. Here I'll lift off early and a lot to get the turn in because there's barely grip there. This was also a bit of a handbrake. For this one I'm also using the handbrake, especially this right one, this right-hander. Here I'm trying to focus on the exit because this left turn was actually quite difficult. Same here, very late on the power there actually. If you're liking the video so far, don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell. That would help the channel out massively. Actually I hit a tree there, I was very lucky. This one, on this corner you can easily overshot because you're braking downhill. Overshoot I mean. Then the hairpin, of course, you hold the handbrake a lot. Yeah, this left-hander is very important because if you nail it, you can go almost full throttle through there. For this next section, this hairpin that's coming up, you want to be actually more to the left than I did here. First gear, then to third, and here you can. If you nail this, you can be flat there to the right-hander. This was early braking and throttle as soon as possible, of course. This one's very tight with the tree on the left. This next left-hander, the 4, is actually very difficult because you tend to go to the inside too early and then you hit a tree. Here also you want to brake very early because of the rocks around the road. It's very difficult to brake for that corner, for the hairpin. Here you can actually carry more speed through the right-hander there. This one as well, you can brake like soft and then later to keep some speed in through the corner. Because throttling there understeers into the post. Yeah, this section is quite technical. A lot of one corners coming up. A lot of usage of the handbrake actually. At least that's how I did it. Maybe people will say different, but that's how I'm doing it. Here as well, when you go left you press the handbrake to get the turn into the right immediately. Here it's straightforward, square turns. This is a long straight coming up, so you want to go on throttle as early as possible, but make sure you don't understeer to the right. Then there's a fast left-hander coming up. Slight brake, step off the brakes and to 5th gear. And then hopefully you don't crash into the tree on the right. The slow chicane coming up, which are basically my nemesis. This one went pretty well, but you'll see the next one I could have gained more time. This is all flat. Even the 5 left-hander you can do flat actually. I didn't, but you can. Try it on our next run. And then yeah, this upcoming chicane is well, try to brake as late as possible, of course, and slow down in the shortest amount of time. I did hit the left side a little bit. This one, small lift. This one you need to brake early because of the right too right. But yeah, if you nail this section, you can gain a lot of time because there's a lot of high-speed corners coming up. Especially this one through the post, it's actually difficult. If you got out too wide, you will be sent into the trees on the left. But yeah, this is a run at Yumbel. And I realized my time, of course, that it's a good one. So yeah, that's a run around Yumbel. Alright guys, as promised, here's the setup of the Ford Fiesta World Rally car for Yumbel. As you can see, we started the very tight and twisty section, and the last bit is very straightforward. So what I did with the setup, well, first I did the alignment. Obviously with the tight and twisty bit you need a bit of turn in, so I gave some front toe, more camber on the front and the rear, and then the toe at the rear I went up a little bit to have some balance. And then for braking, well, from stock I went down because you need a lot of turn in, and also went up on brake force because of the tight sections. I thought it's best to have more brake force than less because of very hard braking zones. Handbrake, actually I went a bit lower because I quite like it to just tap the handbrake and then you can turn it quite easily, as you see in the video in the stage. Differential, what I did was the driving locks basically all went down. I think the front was stock at 50. I went down a lot. Also with the preload. The preload at the rear I went up to get more turn in. The rear driving lock also was 80 at stock, but I went just one click down, and center preload I think quite the same as it was. Just the braking lock at the front I changed as well. I think I went up on that actually, because if I remember correctly, that yeah, it gives some more traction. So traction in the braking. So yeah, need to grip on the braking, of course. So for the gears, obviously you have a very tight and twisty section where the first two sectors basically you don't use fifth and sixth gears. So what I did was I tuned the first 4 gears very short, so a lot of acceleration, and yeah, barely hit the 5th gear. And then at the end, for the final bit of the stage, I did a very long 6th gear. You should top out at like 205 kilometers before the left entry chicane at the end, and the final drive is also just a little bit higher. Works fine. For damping, well, you don't really have a lot of bumps, I would say, so I went for more stability than soft bumps. So yeah, or a lot of jumps, I should say. A lot of bumps also not really, but yeah, so I went for more stability. To be honest, the bump division, I changed the front one, but I'm not entirely sure what it does. It basically divides the slow and the fast bump, I would say. And then the slow rebound I went softer because this gives more traction, if I remember correctly. Yeah, springs. I went for a higher spring rate at the rear to get more turn in, also one click more ride height, and then the front ARB very soft and the rear is centered too high basically. I tried higher first, but I noticed that I would have no traction and no stability, so went just a little bit lower actually. So yeah, that's a deep dive in the setup, which I clarified my changes and settings, I guess. So yeah, with this I drove the world record. Hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.